That's the one.
Hello, we're live at Welford Road for the men's varsity 2018. Kicked off 15 minutes earlier than anticipated. I'm Ross Barnett. I'm joined by Henry, commentator from Demon Media, and also
Danny Napper. Hello, everybody.
Yes, bringing us insight into the DMU firsts.
Yes. So we're saying that it's already kicked off, and we're a few seconds in to the men's 2018 Rugby Varsity live on Demon FM. It's worth saying as well that this is a live event, so if you do hear some swearing because we've got some crowd surrounding us, we have to apologise for that in advance because it is a live event. Are you guys excited for the game?
Massively, massive big scrum this. There's a lot of weight in that scrum.
There is. Leicester have come out strong.
Oh, that's
from
a big hit, that.
Yeah.
Very big hit by Stu McWhinney, that, number 12.
Dmu-Uol have the ball here. Just inside.
Bounce on that DMU.
They've kicked
Connor
it
Whelan. Yellow Lamborghini, I've been told to mention by Connor Whelan. Brilliant hit by Stu, that.
Someone playing bingo in the crowd here. Are you trying to get in as many phrases as possible?
Oh. This crowd, they love DMU, this crowd.
Yeah. UOL have the line out just inside their own half, about 10 metre line.
Yeah, there's been a lot of work on this line out from DMU. Oh, good win that.
Nicely taken.
University of Leicester have taken that line out and regained possession. It's gone in for a maul from the line out, and Dmu getting pushed back just slightly from the maul.
There's a lot of weight in there.
This blind side's.
That's a good.
University of Leicester.
That's a good hit, that.
Yeah.
Very good hit. Very good hit.
University of Leicester.
He's only small Connor Whelan, but he's hit him hard there.
Oh, the referee's got
ref.
involved. The referee got a bit of action there. He got stuck in between the middle, and he's called it back for something.
It's not every day you see a prop running down a wing, is it?
No, it's not.
Not every day. Connor Whelan.
I'm sure he must have ran there about 20 metres, but I'm sure that'll turn into 40 or 50
Oh my God, there's some calories burnt there, let's be honest.
Of course. UOL have a penalty, kicked out.
Kicked no touch.
Just in between the De Montfort 10 metre line and 22 metre line. Set up the line out here. It was a good run from the UOL hooker, and they've got a good attacking position here.
Good atmosphere here, isn't there, boys?
Oh yes, it's
a lot of voice.
It's fairly filled up just in between the conclusion of the women's game, which finished 22-10 to UOL, and the start of this match. The South Stand terrace here in front of us has filled up nicely.
University of Leicester have got the ball from their line out. They're in the first phase now of their building attacking play. They've knocked it forward, and the referee's blown up something, and he's calling a player over. It's the number 1 prop. I'm not sure what he's getting called over for.
Too aggressive there. I think he came off his feet.
Possibly, yeah.
So a ref mic would have come in hand.
Oh, yellow card straight away for the number 1 prop for Leicester.
No messing about today. It's a big game for both teams.
So that means 10 minutes in the sin bin for the prop for Leicester, which means Leicester only have 14 players and De Montfort have 15. So they've got a player advantage right now. Leicester are looking to kick the touch from the penalty.
They've got to take that advantage now, especially with number 1, with that being a prop.
I'm not too sure what that was for, Danny. Did you see?
I'm not 100% sure, mate. I don't know if I've seen that, but I think he came off his feet in the ruck. Not 100% sure though.
It's strange to see a yellow card this early.
I mean, the referee's set the standard for the game so far. He's taking no messing about, is he really?
Brilliant win from DMU. Come on, let's push. Obviously, well.
That was well taken down there. University of Leicester took the ball down from the maul, and they've got possession.
Well in met there by Ed.
It's a good steal there. That was a good steal from the University of Leicester back row.
Worked out wide. That's a great tackle. Brilliant.
Brilliant tackle there from De Montfort, but Leicester still have the ball.
Declan Bassett from fullback getting in there.
Yeah, Leicester still have the ball, passing out from the ruck. They're using their numbers on the outside now, But still very well met there by a De Montfort player.
Kind of wheeling again a lot.
Very high pressure. The referee's called it up.
A lot of aggression in this early opening.
That's a knock-on, I believe, from University of Leicester.
Yeah. So Danny, how's the season gone so far for De Montfort?
Quite disappointing. You know, there's been a lot of bad results. You know, but results go out a window for a game like this. Obviously, you know, the game got rearranged for today, which has given obviously Dmu a lot of time to go out and train, which they've done. There's been rugby camps, there's been a lot of training. Just so focused. Well, I've trained with him a few times this week and mood with him all. It's just brilliant. You know, I think they go out as underdogs today, and obviously there's nothing to lose for them. It's not really been a good season, but you know, the result today, that you forget about everything, don't you?
Yeah, it's all about the varsity today. It's all about which university comes out on top, really. They're scrummaging down now. De Montfort have to put in at the scrum, and we're on the University of Leicester's 10-metre line in their half. Let's see what they can make out of this play here.
We're about seven minutes into the match.
He's a big lad, he's met well there.
About seven minutes into the match, still 0-0. It is a live event, of course, so we do apologise profusely if you do hear some unsavoury language that is out of our control, unfortunately. Dmu have a scrum just inside, just beyond the Dmu-Uol 10-metre line. Knock on is the call from the ref on this near side of the pitch, this old south stand here at Welford Road. This is our second live match of the day. We covered the women's varsity earlier. Fortunately, Dmu lost that 22-10. Just a slight stoppage here. I think there's maybe a bit of communication errors between the officials.
This might be because of Leicester not having a prop, but I think someone's filled in the position.
Very good point, yes. Completely forgot about that.
I think they've rearranged their scrum, filled in position, and I'm not sure who's filled the position. Is it an even scrum?
No, I think Dmu-Uol have dropped their number 8.
Yeah.
Let's give Dmu the advantage.
It's messy.
There you go.
That's well. Further, that's got to go for Dmu. Bit further out wide.
On the outlet. Oh.
That's Mike.
That was good play there by Dmu. They shipped it out wide after the scrimmage.
Well.
And
that's really well carried there from Ed.
They're building play now, going phase after phase.
A bit further out there. Rolled up again.
Hands on the floor from Dmu-Uol. It's a kickable opportunity.
I hope so. There's Luke Marnie over there, and he can kick. He spends a lot of time kicking.
Do you think they will go for the points? It looks like they're actually kicking.
Yeah.
They're kicking for touch right now, so it looks like they're going for the.
I don't know. I think it's a good position, but with win today, I don't think that's a good decision. I think Luke Barney from there, brilliant.
Yeah. They've kicked for touch. It's going to be a line out now. They're hopefully going to be building play De Montfort for a try. Both teams have shown great form from the get-go. I can't see any weaknesses personally in either of the teams. They've both come out here to prove a point today.
It's quite cagey. I think everyone's come out of traps.
It is, yeah, I do agree. But
good position here for Dmu if they can steal this back.
Yeah, University of Leicester got the ball after the line out, and yes, it looks like they're going to pass it back for a kick possibly to clear their lines. Yes, it is a kick, clearing their lines.
Parker's a big lad.
But De Montfort have easily caught the kick.
That's a brilliant run. That's a brilliant run from Parker, that.
Great.
Get moved that. Let's build it, boys. Let's build it. That's a really good tackle.
Unfortunately lost forward by a De Montfort player, which means it's knock on.
Communication there. I think he should have moved that ball a bit further on there.
Yeah.
Good carry nonetheless from
Parker, number 8.
So Danny, is there much change around from the team last year? Many more freshers?
Well, I'm a fresher, so I obviously don't look like a fresher, but I'm a fresher. But yeah, there's a few freshers out there. There's Matt Carter's out there. Luke Marnie's a fresher. And we've got Marcus Lang, second row. other than that, not many freshers out there today. Leicester on the bench. Finley Wood's out there. You've got Will Thompson.
Yeah, and it's we're saying that Leicester now have the line out thrown in and regain possession again, just trying to get over trying to get over the halfway line. Sorry, and they've trying to break the lines, but De Montfort tackling has been rather on point so far. And how has the build-up to Varsity been in the rugby crew? Have they been feeling the pressure these past few days, or have they been pretty relaxed, been pretty cool?
It's been very, very chill. Like, obviously, it's biggest game of the season to a lot of these. Like, there's a lot of players who, you know, have come back from injuries, carrying knocks, but they just want to play. But there's a lot of pressure. But then again, the pressure's on Uni of Leicester.
Yeah.
Like the Montfort, they're underdogs, so there's nothing to lose.
Have you played Uni of Leicester previously in the season?
Yeah, I've played him for the third team twice. 1-1, scored a try actually, just thought I'd mention that.
Get it in there.
And then I played second team for Varsity, which we lost, so you know there's a lot of fire in my belly when I'm watching this. There's a lot of fire.
Yeah, you want your team to win, don't you?
Oh, massively. I know how much they want it. I've trained with him and I've seen it.
So
that's a miscatch, that.
So University of Leicester just kicked to get a bit of
meters. Well, brilliantly carried.
And
someone's going to get over with him. That's brilliantly rubbed.
Yeah, the referee's called it up now. Unfortunate.
It's about 12 minutes gone. The first in the men's game here in the first half at Welford Road. It's still 0-0, but Dmu-Uol have a chance with a penalty. About 16 metres in from the far touch line in front of the Holland Barrett stand. Max Johnson of Dmu-Uol is elected to go for the posts, which would take, if converted, would see the score go to 3-0. First points on the board.
So yeah, he's lining up for the kick now, and I mean it's been quite windy today so far, so it'll be interesting to see if he can make this kick. I know in the women's game the kicking wasn't that great. They had a lot of unfortunate kicks, but he's lined it up and he's hit the post and it's bounced back off into play. De Montfort have caught it and are now setting up just behind their 22 line with their possession.
Very unlucky, that, very unlucky. Well caught by Ed. That's a good nudge. Kick for clearance.
Awkward bounce for number 14 of University of Leicester to catch, but he's caught it and he's running through the players. And yeah, University of Leicester now have the ball. They're on De Montfort's 22 line. They've kicked overhead. Just couldn't quite catch the ball there, University of Leicester player. And De Montfort now have possession. The referee's called it up. I didn't quite see that, did you?
Called the mark. Chip kick from Alex Wilcoxon. Mark from Mason Storer Brown, Dmu's scrum half. Dmu-Uol come again, field the ball on the Dmu 10-metre line. But
wild pass.
Yeah, pass gone astray there, but it has been recovered.
Great tackle there from a De Montfort player. Picked up the University of Leicester player, but didn't actually rotate him far enough for it to be illegal. Kept him parallel to the floor, which is what you're supposed to do when tackling. Brilliant tackle there.
Very well benched. Stu's having a really strong game. Stu and winning.
And University of Leicester have possession on the 10-metre line in De Montfort's half. And they're building play now. Great tackle again from a De Montfort player. Really straightened them out.
Stu again. Stu winning. I think that's his fourth big hit. That.
He's out to make an impression.
Abba may have just reformed, but there's plenty of big hits going on show here tonight.
Hey. But yeah, they're out to make an impact. Really, they're out to make an impression.
It's been played. This game's been played at a very fast tempo. Danny, was this to be expected?
Definitely. I think you're up in 20 minutes. I think tempers are high, and I think everyone's just trying to get rid of that ball and trying to hit someone really. Line speed from both teams been brilliant.
And where do Dmu have anyone in particular that can unlock this UOL defence.
You've got to look at Alex Parker at number 8. Big lad. Really good at carrying that ball.
University of Leicester's number 8 has just broken the line. He's going for the tackle, but he has made the try line, and there is a try to University of Leicester. He broke through number 8, Sean Coker, broke through the De Montfort's defensive line and has scored the first try for University of Leicester. You probably heard the stadium was just electrified, and the music's playing, and University of Leicester students are in high spirits after that try.
Caught sleeping DMU there.
Leads the score with conversion to come, 5-0 as we approach the midway point in the first half.
I believe this is going to be an easy conversion for the University of Leicester player.
So far it's been quite equal between the sides, but that try has broken the deadlock, and Max Johnson has added over the X's, leaving the score 7-0 to UOL.
Yeah, that was a good conversion there from University of Leicester. Quite an easy conversion, but that makes the score 7 to University of Leicester and 0 to De Montfort. Again, at the restart, a chance for De Montfort to reset and go again.
Danny, what do DMU have to do to get back into the game? They haven't had so much of the possession in the UOL half.
No, I feel like we've been quite careless in possession, but then I don't feel like we've been that bad. I think we've had opportunities with ball in his hands to kick, but I think UDL are just really fast, and they get into that ball really quick, and they're turning us over quite easy. But like I say, I don't think DMU have been that bad, to be honest. I think it's been quite even, but then again, you know, we're caught sleeping, and teams like that, they punish you, don't they?
Yeah, I mean, the University of Leicester team, they're looking quite good so far in the game, but so De Montfort really quite tired. A player for me that stood out for University of Leicester so far is number 14, Declan. He's been making the tackles, he's been on the ball straight away, and as soon as he's made a tackle, he's straight back up for the next one. He's one of the stand-up players for me so far.
Notice you didn't try and attempt to pronounce his surname there, Henry.
Yeah, I thought I'd go for Declan because I don't want to embarrass myself, really.
Bassett.
No. I mean, yeah.
We are struggling. Declan.
Yeah, University of Leicester, they've just kicked for touch, and they've made it just a few metres off the De Montfort's 5-metre line. It was their penalty, so they will get the throw in, and let's hope that De Montfort have a strong defence coming up. And yeah, this game's been quite intense so far, really.
Yeah, I think now, obviously, when you're losing for 7, you know, you've got to mentally stay with it.
You do.
Hopefully, there's not a lot of heads what have dropped. It's early on in this game, and you know, once another one goes in, you know.
It's the second phase for Uni of Leicester now, and I believe that was a knock on there by University of Leicester, which had given De Montfort a break. Really, you know, they were on the 5-metre line.
Max Johnson tried to put James Wise there through the gap, and if he'd have held that ball, I don't think there was too many DMU defenders stopping him. It's UOL have had probably the better start of the game. Would you agree with that, Danny?
Pardon?
UOL would have had the better start between the sides of the game and are beginning to control things.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I'd hate to agree, but yeah, I've got to agree with that,
De Montfort now put in the scrum just in front of their posts. UOL get the shove on, but Alex Parker picks up and
again
holds off 2 UOL defenders.
I think they've got a kick to clear now, you know, clear the lines.
Definitely.
Oh no, they've just passing and going.
Carter
really.
wanted that ball then.
Yeah. Let's see, yeah. And they've gone for the kick to clear, but it's not gone out.
And again,
number 14,
struggling with
Declan, has
that
picked it up. He's going down the outside.
Foot and touch there.
Just into touch. If he hadn't gone into touch, that would have been a try, but it was not a try. He did unfortunately go into touch.
How crucial is it, Danny, that Leicester's or DMU's kickers find touch when clearing the ball?
It's massive, especially with this wind. I think that's twice now where, you know, we've had a chance to clear his lines and we've struggled. Which obviously, you know, we're on back foot now.
Great
well
line out.
won.
Great
Well
line out.
won.
Maybe
Right.
slight suspicion of a high shot there from UL, but the referee plays on. And
Tried to kick, but unfortunately number 6 for University of Leicester has picked it up. Number 6 is Tom Richardson, and they've scored another try, and the referee has called it as another try. I mean, you've got to give it to them. That was great play for University of Leicester. Very unfortunate for De Montfort. But yeah, that puts the scores at 12 to University of Leicester and 0 to De Montfort. But it's still early doors, really.
Yeah, still 18 minutes to go in the first half, or thereabouts, but it's not looking too good for DMU.
No, just a lack of concentration again. I think just trying to rush things, we need to slow it down and we need to go again.
Yes, so number 10's lining up for the conversion now.
Max Johnson lining up.
He's got the previous conversion. We'll see if he can get this one. It looks like and the ball's fallen off of the tee.
Yep.
Oh,
because he'd started his run up.
Very clever.
He couldn't go and fix the ball, so he had to take it.
So could De Montfort have run up?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. A bit of confusion there, because when he went to kick the ball had fallen off the tee, which is a little plastic mould that holds the ball. And when it obviously fell off, he couldn't kick it off the ground, so he had to pick it up and drop kick it.
That's a good kick.
Yeah, which just shows.
So we're 17 minutes to go in this first half here. UOL are leading DMU 14 points to 0 and have the scrum 2 metres outside their own 22 in front of us here at Welford Road Stadium.
But yes, now the play is on University of Leicester's 22-metre line, and I believe is it De Montfort that have the put into the scrum. I'm not too sure.
It's a Uni-Of ball.
It's a Uni-Of, yeah. Uni-Of have the put into the scrum, and it is, yeah, they've regained possession out of the scrum. Looking to pass it out wide now. Trying to break through. Great offload there from the University of Leicester.
And again in there, we begin.
Great tackles again from the Montfort.
I think that's
it's a penalty now.
I think that's a harsh call from the referee.
Yeah. And it's worth saying you are listening to DMN-FM's live coverage of the men's 2018 Rugby Varsity. This is a live event, and you should be warned that there may be some explicit language overheard throughout the broadcast. I'm really sorry, this is out of our hands. And we do apologise for any language that you may hear during the broadcast. But anyway, University of Leicester kicked for that penalty, and it's made it onto De Montfort's 22-metre, just before De Montfort's 22-metre line for a line out for University of Leicester.
I think I've got myself a little fan club down there.
So what do you think of the game so far? Do DMU have the impact off the bench when the legs begin to tire in the second half?
Definitely, there's some players on there who can do a lot of damage. But I think, I'm quite positive about DMU. I think, we're a confidence team, like a lot of teams are. I think if DMU can get a try before the end of this half, if we can get that converted, anything can happen. Anything can happen.
UOL have the ball here, far side of the pitch. It's a scrum after a DMU knock on, 15 metres from the touchline. Gives them the whole open side to play for, while they also have John Amati on the blind side posing an option. Interesting to see what they do from here. The ball goes out the back line, the open side. James White trucks it up the middle, but is well tackled by Stu McWhinney.
Again.
It's another great tackle from DMU. They're putting themselves about today, and the ball's gone loose. But
regained by University of Leicester though, and they've gone for a cheeky little kick over the top, but a De Montfort player has caught it and lost it again to number 14 Declan for University of Leicester. And again, University of Leicester set up after the ruck, and
a lot of this is just decision making. I think, he goes to the ground there. We might be able to to get some big lads over it, your props, and you might move 10 yards.
There's chance here. Balls lost on contact from UOL. DMU possibly have a chance to counter. However, slightly messy at the breakdown, and the referee's blown for a knock on, so it'll be a scrum down, DMU ball.
There's been University of Leicester have had quite a lot of disciplinary actions taken against them, and a lot of them have been for a knock-on as well. It's probably worth them thinking about their discipline now, isn't it, and not letting these penalties slip even further if they want to gain more control of this game. But the same can be said for De Montfort. They've had less penalties, but still discipline is sometimes key in these sort of high intensity games. So De Montfort have the scrum now. They're putting in for the scrum, but Leicester seem to be overpowering them, pushing them back, and the scrum's sort of deformed, and now a ruck is formed for De Montfort.
It's a penalty there for UOL. DMU going straight off their feet in front of the posts, with UOL electing to go for the points, which should, fairly simple attempt, should make it 17-0. It's not gone DMU's way, has it, Danny?
Not at all, and I think referee, he's been quite soft here, I believe. And I think a lot of DMU's players' heads are dropping.
What needs with 12 minutes to go until the break, what needs to be said at half-time to get the boys back in it?
I just think, set pieces wise, I think breakdown, we've been a bit slower than these, and I just think mentally we've got to be there. Looking at the team at the moment, heads are quite down, and they're just going to stay with it. Like I said before, they're underdogs in this game.
And University of Leicester have converted that penalty, so that is another 3 points for them. And that makes the scores 17. No? 17. Yes, 17. Sorry, my maths. Okay, that's 17 to University of Leicester, and it's nothing for De Montfort so far. And they've reset now, and they've kicked off for University of Leicester. But yes, I mean, each time they score is a chance for De Montfort to reset, rethink, and re-go at it again.
That's well challenged, that. Big Liam Bridie, number 1.
Who's impressed you today, Danny?
What, from DMU?
Or just anyone in general?
Yeah, number 8 for Leicester Uni, really on top of things.
And DMU has
I think Stuart Bridie's been probably the strongest player out there. He's made a lot of hits. There's a lot of effort out there, but there's so much effort in this. Not anyone's slacking. There's no one not pulling the weight. It's just quality. I think quality is just coming into it a bit now. That's a big hit. Prop on prop.
Yeah, there doesn't seem to be much metres gained. They seem to be getting, at each phase, they seem to be just at equal distance. They don't seem to be gaining much, but a penalty has just been given to De Montfort. I think that was hands in the ruck, that penalty was.
Is this link kicking range? No?
I think they're kicking for touch again.
Hopefully he makes this. Carter, he's had a few of these. That's a brilliant nudge.
That was a great kick.
Brilliant
great
nudge.
kick.
Takes the play down to about 3 metres outside the UOL 5-metre line. How's the maul been this year?
The maul's been quite strong. I think when you can get a lot of bodies in. I think it's just a case of getting as many bodies in. But then again, looking at Uni of today, there's a lot of weight in there. Like scrums we've seen, Uni of have dominated most of the scrums, especially in this last 10 minutes.
Would you say the maul's DMU's strongest strength?
It's one of them, but I think from a line out, especially when you got Alex Parker running in, picking up the ball from 8 and.
Yeah, that was a great line out there from De Montfort. They won
chance.
Possession.
This is a big chance.
Passing it out, and it's a great chance here.
I'd say that there's numbers on right here.
They're throwing men over the line, not over the line, over De Montfort's defensive line, University of Leicester's defensive line.
Massive chance for DMU.
They're right on University of Leicester's try line.
Let's move this out wide. It's going to be moved out wide, this I've got to say.
They're picking and going, but I agree, I do think it needs to be moved out wide for any chance, possibly outright, because outright they seem to have an overlap of players and I think the referee's called it as held up.
The DMU ball, 5 metres out.
Massive chance there, massive chance. I think if DMU want to do anything in this game, there's got to be a try before half time.
Yeah, we're approaching the last 10 minutes of the half. 17-0 to UOL. You're listening to Demon FM. Varsity covers the last varsity event of 2018. It's not looking too good for DMU so far, but they will have a scrum on the UOL 5 metre line.
It's a really big scrum this. I think this is the biggest scrum DMU have got.
What do? Do you try get the nudge on or get it in and out to the back line as quickly as possible?
Honestly, it could be anything. I'm struggling to predict. To predict with these.
Surprised you didn't say keep it in the scrum. Would have thought that would have been the typical answer from a prop forward.
Whoa. Oh, we all love a prop. We all love a prop in a scrum, but I just think we are the scrums have gone so far in the last 10 minutes, especially Uni-Uol. But then again, when you got Alex Parker at end.
Yeah, they've pulled it out of the scrum now, and they're in the first phase, the first ruck. Let's see what they can do here. They're passing it to the left to number 6.
And again with a brilliant carry.
Yeah, a good carry there, but they have been pushed back slightly. They're passing it out right now. They're trying to do something with this attack.
Stu McWhinney again with a big hit, very big hit.
A great line there he had running into the UOL, University of Leicester's defence. And they're going through the phases. There's been quite a few phases passed now, but unfortunately University of Leicester have come away with the ball. And
really big hit.
the person who come away with the ball has nearly made it to the halfway line, has really cleared University of Leicester's defence.
That was an error from... Oh, he's off. Chris Brace took the quick penalty inside the UL half and's taken the play up to DMU 10 metre line. The forwards carried on, starting to utilise their offloading game to some effect. Play's slowed down a wee bit. They're also looking to inside balls, but that's just gone forward from John Amati.
Very quick tempo set by University of Leicester here. They're doing ruck after ruck after ruck, and as soon as they get a ruck, they're picking it up, and they're getting a ruck and they're picking it up, but they've slowed it down now. I mean, University of Leicester seems to be in control, but De Montfort have just come away with the ball. The scores at the minute is 17 to University of Leicester and 0 to De Montfort. A very big hit there by a University of Leicester person onto a De Montfort player. The referee, not for that reason, but has called up a penalty now for De Montfort, and I think a sensible decision for De Montfort to do here is to kick it out for touch, which is what they are doing.
Hopefully another good nudge from Matt Carter. But that counter-attack from Uni-Uol, that's within a split second, DMU are pushed back in their own half.
They're very good at that. Alex Wilcoxon. I've watched him a couple of times. Plays for Leicester Lions in the National League Division 3.
Leicester Lions or
yeah.
Leicester Tigers?
Leicester Lions.
Leicester Lions. Oh,
yeah, it's the Division 3 side.
Oh, okay.
In Leicester, he's lively from fullback, and he's got a few really good tries. He's looked lively tonight, and he's looked dangerous, and he definitely needs to be closed down by DMU's outside backs.
So they're setting up now for a De Montfort line out. Water boys have come on, giving people water.
On the halfway line.
Still
17-0 to UOL with about 8 minutes to go in the first half.
And if you're just tuning in, you're listening to Demon FM's live coverage of the men's 2018 Rugby Varsity. This is a live event, and we do warn that you may hear strong language during this broadcast. I'm sorry, it's out of our hands. We've got a live crowd around us, so if you do hear any offensive language, we do apologise beforehand. And De Montfort is still waiting for this line out to go ahead. The referee seems to be setting it up, and I think we're all ready for the go ahead.
Will Thompson's come on for De Montfort with Stu McWhinney going off. It's a big loss for DMU.
Massive loss. Stu McWhinney's been one of the standout players on pitch.
With Thompson coming on, will he slot in at inside centre, or will that see a rejig of the DMU backline?
I think there'd be a D-ring if I'm honest, but very tidy player, Will Thompson. Very tidy player.
They're setting up for a scrum now. It's a University of Leicester put into the scrum, and it's just behind the halfway line in De Montfort's half. Leicester have been proven lethal in this half, as we've seen before, and as you look at the score as well. Not long left of the half though, about 6.5 minutes left of this half. De Montfort really should be looking for get some points on the board. Really, would you agree?
Definitely. I think result really does. It's really harsh on Dmu. I think there's been a lot of chances, a lot of decision making, which Dmu really took really well. But then again, professional job this from UAL. Well, some afters there.
A few handbags thrown. Nothing more.
Quick and go tap there from De Montfort. Number 8's
very
taking
big
it.
hit.
Leicester trying to cause trouble in the ruck, but not quite succeeding. Again, number 7.
Daniel Holland.
Big Daniel Holland.
Passing it out wide now, trying to get the numbers on the outside. Great driving there from number 6 of De Montfort. And again, great running here, making up the meters, really pressuring the University of Leicester. And they're set up for a referee in the referee's had more action in this game than anybody else now.
That's twice now, I've counted.
I know. It happens there when you referee, doesn't it? When you can't quite get out of the way quick enough.
What do you do now, Danny? Take the points. Do you think this is a correct decision?
Definitely take the points. Definitely take the points, especially when you got Luke Marnie from here. Like I said before, I believe earlier on in first 10 minutes we should have gone for points as well instead of going out for the line out. But then again, we thought that was the best thing, but it didn't pay off. But hopefully Luke Marnie can get 3 points here for Dmu. And that and a try before half time. And that's on everyone's Christmas list, that.
Getting the Christmas list signed off 6 months early.
So yeah, he's lining up now for the penalty kick. This is for De Montfort to get 3 points on the scoreboard. Number 14's taking it. And it looks successful.
Just drifted to the left of the post, yes. That's
very unfortunate for De Montfort. Just drifted left of the post, like Ross said, so that's no points for them. But number 14 here is running through people. I'm not too sure what's cracking off here, because I'm not too sure.
The referee, by the looks of things, Declan tried to take the 22 quickly to himself, and the referee looked like he was initially pleased with it, but I think the touch judge has pulled it back or something. We'll probably have a retake of the 22, it seems.
Because I wasn't too sure what was going on there. The referee sort of seemed a bit confused about what was going on as well. So I feel like if the referee's ever confused, you call it back. He may have called it back because of this injury that we've got on the pitch at the moment. A De Montfort player is down. I believe it's number 9.
It's Mason Storm Brown at number 9.
Yeah.
But just to add, Stu McWinney obviously he's gone off, and I'm looking at touchline now, and there's a stretcher.
A stretcher?
And it's not really looking good for Stu.
Oh gosh. Where is he on the field? Yeah, there seems to be a stretcher on the field. I mean,
did you see what happened?
No, I didn't see what happened. Is he on the stretcher now?
He's getting put on the stretcher now. Yeah.
Oh gosh, what did you see? What happened?
No, I believe looks like a knee injury. I believe.
I mean, that's very unfortunate to have a stretcher. I mean, it's unfortunate with any injury, but especially when a stretcher is needed. That is just not really what you want to see at a varsity game, really. We hope he gets better. We wish him well, but the game carries on.
He's made of steel, Stu. He'll come back stronger. Take my word for it, boys.
We take your word for it. So University of Leicester have the ball again. They're at their 10-metre line in their half, and they're running down the wing now. De Montfort looking to take them out.
Well tackled by Conor Whelan.
Great tackle. Ball dropped by University of Leicester. Went backwards, so no penalty was played. University of Leicester set up the ruck just behind the halfway line. A bit sloppy pass there from number 3 for University of Leicester, and the referee has called it up for a knock-on, and that is a penalty to de Montfort. These knocks on, like I said before, the disciplinary actions from the referee have mostly been knocks on against University of Leicester. There's an injury, another injury on the other side of the pitch. A de Montfort player is down. Looks like it could possibly be a head injury, but he seems okay. No, he seems good. He's walking off. He's coming back onto the pitch. There's no substitutions.
We are, of course, at a live event here. You may hear some unsavoury language here that is out of our control, unfortunately, so we do apologise. We're back up and running here, not too long left, about less than 3 minutes left in the first half here. DMU have a scrum on just inside the UOL half in the centre of the pitch. It'll give them good options either side of the scrum.
It's been very good to watch, you know, forwards on forwards. Like, you know, you're watching these rucks and you're looking at David Nurse, who's an absolute colossal. You're looking at Liam Bridie, who looks like he's been raised by a pack of wolves, let's be honest. And watching them go over in those rucks, it's been very competitive. It's not really been all Uni of or all DMU, it's been quite even.
Liam Bridie, he's a DMU scholar.
Oh, he is indeed. He'll tell you that. He'll like to talk to you about that.
What, just for our listeners, what is a DMU scholar?
Well, to be honest with you, I'm not really lucky enough to be a scholar, so I don't know all in depth, but you know, I think it's just, you know, when you are really a top player.
I think the university, they'll give you a bursary.
Hopefully.
To eat well and eat right, and gym memberships for rugby.
So, good chase there after the kick from DMU, but Alex Wilcoxon's broken defensive line. Again, yeah.
Again, number 15.
And they've made it into the de Montfort half, only just, and they're just setting up again, going through the phases, seeing what they can make out of this attacking play. Passing out wide now, going down the line, seeing what they can do.
Well, there's a bit of an overlap here.
Bit of an overlap. Yeah, let's see if we can
try time here for UOL.
There's John Amani. It's gone to Declan, and Declan has just...
I've gone forward. Calling for a forward.
The referee's given it.
The referee has given it. That was Declan.
Leaves the score 22-0. As half-time approaches. What went wrong there, Danny?
I think there's a forward pass there. I think, you know, Connor Whelan screamed at that. You know, I think that might just be a little bit forward, but might have been a bit harsh on UDL, but I think that's forward.
I think that was a good play there by University. A lot of pressure, kept the pace up when they were on the attack. And again, Declan, I mentioned him earlier that he was my standout player. He's been making the moves. He was there with the support. He was there to pick up the ball and went over the try line in succession to score. So really good play there.
This kick from inside the 5-metre line to the touchline.
Right
Max
on the edge.
Johnson. Very, very difficult kick, particularly with the tricky breeze. This kick to make it 24-0. And he's struck it well. It looks good, and it's over. It's a cracking kick from Max Johnson.
That makes the score 25.
24-0.
24, sorry, yeah.
At half time.
Half-time score then is University of Leicester 24. To Welford University 0. University of Leicester chasing a varsity double this evening. DMU looking to level the scores after defeat in the women's game. Half-time score, University of Leicester 24 to Welford University 0.
You going or am I going?
I'll do it. Hello, and you are back with Dmu-Uol FM's live coverage of 2018 Varsity. And just to warn you, we are a live event, so if you hear any swearing or profanity, we do have to apologise in advance for that. The second half has just kicked off. The score is 24-0 to University of Leicester, and De Montfort now have possession in their own half and are running up on University of Leicester. So guys, did you enjoy the half-time break? Are you excited for this new half coming in?
Very excited. I want to see a response from DMU.
Yeah, I do feel like a response is needed from DMU, but unfortunately so far University of Leicester have been pushing them back.
And UL have penalty here at the start of the second half. High tackle. It's just right of centre. 7 metres from the DMU 22-metre line, and Max Johnson's elected to go for goal. Should give him a 27-point lead if it was to go over. It's not the start DMU wanted, is it, Danny?
What do you think the...
I don't think it's a good start, no. Sorry, I was sleeping then.
It's all right. What do you think the coaches would have been saying in the changing rooms?
I think obviously uni of, I think it's just a case of just coming out and carry on with what you're doing and, you know, trying to really embarrass DMU, but, you know, DMU's coaches, you know, 0-0, let's go again and, you know, let's go out and win this second half.
Yeah, so I think University of Leicester just converted that penalty, so that means they've got another 3 points on the board, putting their score on 27 now, so it's now 27-0 to University of Leicester. Yeah, definitely not the start that De Montfort have wanted. Yeah, that seems to be taking a bit of a battering.
Can I just mention, boys, there's a substitute made from DMU. I don't know who's gone off, but Henry Clement, who's just kicked that ball, very high pedigree.
That was a great
game
tackle.
changer.
What position does he play, Danny?
Plays really anywhere across the back, but you know, I know him as the number 9.
If I recall correctly, I believe he played in varsity last season.
Yeah, I think him and Alex Parker last year, massive standouts. From what I've heard anyway.
UL have the ball here. Kick from Alex Wilcoxon into the DMU 22-metre line. Put a wee bit of pressure on the losing side.
Great commitment there from a De Montfort player, diving over the ball under pressure.
That's Connor Whelan. Connor Whelan, been brilliant. Yellow Lamborghinis.
What is this yellow Lamborghinis if it's safe for radio?
There's a little.
It's got to be safe.
Well, he's got some yellow boots, and you know he thinks he's as fast as a Lamborghini. So let him have his moment. He's playing well.
Hopefully, we give DMU give Connor Whelan the chance to stretch them legs in the second half with a few line breaks. Haven't really seen them in action unless they've been backtracking to try and tackle a Leicester defender.
Leicester just won their line out, and they're now pressuring just off the De Montfort University's 5-metre line. De Montfort University's defence has been good so far. Let's see if they can keep it up. Actually, the referee has just given a penalty towards DMU.
UL players coming straight in from the side. That'll allow DMU a chance to clear through.
Yeah, DMU,
Henry Clement.
They've just kicked for touch now. So yeah, they've got
I think that's a big change. I think Henry Clement coming on, obviously winning from the dead ball. You know, trying to kick it for touch. You know, I think that's what we struggled with in the first half. I think DMU. I think Matt Cara at times, you know, he struggled with his first few kicks, but found his feet near end. But you know, Henry Clement, like I've said, game changer.
It looks like Clement has come on at out half, presumably for Matt Carter.
I believe Matt Carter. Yeah.
I don't see him out there. He'll attempt to make a difference in this second half for DMU. Currently have a scrum ball to DMU. Ball's unplayable from that. Just 15 metres from the touchline in the DMU half. DMU haven't really had much opportunity bar that late flurry at the end of the first half, towards the end of the first half, to get any possession in the UOL 22 line. How do DMU go about rectifying that, Danny?
I just think it's just a case of sticking to it, really. I think, sometimes when we've stole the ball in the breakdown, I think there's been a lot of good carries, but I feel like the pace of Uni-Ob, it's been really, really hard to break them down.
Yeah. So, what do you think that DMU need to improve upon to possibly get some scores on their scoreboard?
I think it's just decision making, a lot of composure. I think at times, in the final third, I think they've struggled making that last decision. Yeah.
I mean, they've just gained a penalty here again from UOL's disciplinary underperformance, and it seems like they're going to have a kick for touch, get some meters on the board, and get into UOL's half and start putting pressure on them, some attacking pressure on them. That's a good kick. It's gained them a lot of meters, and they're just on the 10-meter line, just behind the 10-meter line, I should say, in University of Leicester's half, which gives them a good setup to possibly work this attacking play and possibly get some score out of it.
What do you do from here, Danny? Do you have a set move up DMU sleeve here?
I think when you've got Henry Clement, if we can get that ball to Henry Clement, or even Alex Parker, Alex Parker's going to move you 10 yards on the pitch, but good steal that from Uni.
Obviously, to use them set play moves, you need to win your line out ball, but unfortunately that wasn't the case from DMU on this occasion. Ball's still inside the UOL half, but possession has swapped hands.
And I think that's been quite key, really. UOL have been managing to turn over quite a lot of the key points, like the rucks. They've been turning over, and I thought they were through there, but the referee's called it up again.
Knock on from a UOL backline player. De Montfort have had a scrum on the left-hand side of the pitch here at Welford Road. Still 27-0 in the second half. About 8 minutes gone. DMU really needed to get the next score if they are to work their way into the match. Do you still think the match is still here to be taken if DMU get a score in the next couple of minutes, or are DMU playing for pride at the minute?
I think it's an hard question, really hard question. I believe in this team, but I think margin's really, really hard. I think they've got to act really, really quick if they want to work this point.
Yeah, they do need to possibly get some points on the board quite quickly if they're in for contention. UOL just had a penalty, and they decided to take it quickly, and they're really pushing on DMU now.
I think in at the side.
In at the side again.
I also thought he was tackled and got up. Not too sure about that. There's multitude of offences there, but it gives DMU possession, centre of the pitch, inside the UOL half, and Henry Clement will attempt to make touch with this kick, and he does so, bringing the play up to the UOL 22-metre line, and DMU will have another chance at a line out to get this crucial score to kickstart their game.
I think now's the time. Everything needs to be put into this now from DMU. I think it's just a case of everything's got to go into this now. There's got to be a try in this next 10 minutes if DMU want to challenge for this.
Do you think they're capable?
Yes, definitely capable. I think if they win this line out now and they really execute this quite quick, but
unfortunately they didn't win the line out. And UOL now have possession again. Just a bit too much on the hooker's half. He just threw it a bit too hard, and it cleared the last guy who was supposed to receive. UOL just kicked for clearance, and again they'll have another line out. Just on the 10-metre, still in University of Leicester's half.
Danny, do you see any weaknesses in, or any places De Montfort can exploit in this UOL side?
at this moment in time, I don't think there is. I feel like they're winning every line out now, they're winning every scrum now, they're winning the rucks. Real uphill battle. It's a big hole.
It's a collision there between Dmu's Alex Parker and UOL's Tom Richardson, but the throw from the line out was crooked, so it'll now be a scrum to UOL in the 15 metres from the touchline, still inside the UOL half.
And if you've just tuned in to Dmu-Uol FM, you are listening to the men's 2018 Rugby Varsity, De Montfort University against Uni of Leicester University. This is a live event. We are here live at Welford Road Stadium, the Leicester Tiger Stadium. And it's worth mentioning as well that if you do hear any profanity or any bad language, we do apologise for that. This is a live event, we have an audience around us, and we do thoroughly apologise for that. The scores at the moment is 27 to University of Leicester and 0 for De Montfort. Uni of Leicester are in possession at the moment, and it's quite even at the moment. We're on the halfway line between either try lines. Yeah, who do you think has been a good player for either team? Who's been the one, making the plays?
Yeah, I think you've got to look at your 15 and 14 for UAL. Sorry.
Definitely.
Can't pronounce that properly. I do apologise.
Alex and Declan for UOL.
Really breaking with speed, making every tackle, really making things work.
Yeah, they've been some good players. What do you think about DMU? I think the number 8 for DMU he's been doing a fantastic job. Number 8, Matt Carter, he's been doing a great job. He's
Oh no, that's Alex Parker actually.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
Sorry.
It's Alex Parker. Yeah, sorry to correct you.
No worries. Go for it.
Yeah, I think there's a lot. I can't really pick a bad player out today of either team. I think it's just sometimes quality. Oh, that were really unlucky. That.
Very unlucky. It didn't quite come off. But UOL now have possession with number 11 kicking over the top for a cheeky kick. But DMU have called the mark because it is behind their 22, and the referee has given it.
Really big chance that to nail that offload. Really big chance. That would have been really good.
That was a good kick, but unfortunately it's not gone out. It's gone to University of Leicester's number 8, Sean Coker.
That's a great tackle from Henry Clement. He has added another dimension to this DMU side since his introduction.
Definitely, I definitely agree with you. Making big tackles on big players, really getting low, really executing it. And on the ball as well, carrying, and obviously with the ball in his hands, kicking. Brilliant.
Wow, great run
massive
there from number 7.
Massive gap for DMU.
Yeah, and University of Leicester have gone through DMU defensive line to score a try underneath the post, and that was number 7, Jack Richardson for University of Leicester, under the post as well. So, he's really thought about that one. He's getting the points for the conversion after that. What do you guys think about that try there from University of Leicester?
Just a massive gap. Gaps are appearing now from DMU. Connor Whelan's gone down. He's been a massive player in this game.
It was a bit too easy there for Richardson of UOL. And now, would you say that this would be the game beyond all doubt now?
Yeah, I think so. I think I'm giving up. But I think now, like I say, you've just got to try and get some points on board because there's a lot of people out here who's paid the money to go and watch.
Yeah, I feel like the team wants to get some scores on the board, make some big hits, prove a point to the team. He may be beating us, but we're not here to just be passive. You sort of understand what I'm saying, that they want to make a point. Again, they'll be in their heads, got nothing to lose now. We're going to play for fun, play our game, and see what we get out of it. I think that's the
yeah.
The
I believe one of DMU's star players today, Alex Parker. I think he's finally given up that knock. He was carrying a knock before the game, and obviously he's still gone and played.
Yeah.
Just shows you a lot of fight in that player.
I think a key point for DMU now is to keep their heads up. Be proud of themselves, what they've done so far. The score is 34 to University of Leicester, and still nothing yet for DMU. But it's 25 minutes of the game still to go, so you just don't know what can happen.
there's now another overlap here for UOL. It's looking a bit too easy for them. They've taken that ball. They got to 30 metres into the De Montfort half.
Yeah, they do.
It's looking a bit ominous. That's
and
Max Johnson with the break. Quick ball here, and it could be on. There's a few De Montfort players tiring here. A bit.
But just worth saying, UOL broke the line. They managed to get almost to DMU's 5 metre line. However, DMU now have a penalty, and the ball's in their possession to clear it. So great play there from UOL, but just hard execution comes to the end, giving away that penalty.
Danny, who would be the senior players within the team that would need to try and lift the guys to prevent this
Definitely,
from being a hammer?
yeah, you've got to look at your captain, David Nurse, captain. You've got to look at players like that to try and lift this team, because there's still points available for this DMU team. No one wants to get, beat to nil. No one ever goes out with that. I think you've got to look at your types of your Liam Brady's, your actual leaders on this pitch, just to try and galvanise this DMU side. Really looks lifeless at the moment down there.
Yeah, they need some motivation now, don't they? They need something in their heads, thinking, come on guys, we've still got 20 plus minutes to play. Good catch there from De Montfort player, taking it through the middle of the line out and gaining a few yards. If you've just tuned in, you're listening to DMFM's live coverage of the Rugby Varsity 2018. We are live from Welford Road, the Leicester Tiger Stadium, and De Montfort are making some good plays here, and they've really pressured UOL, and the UOL fullback has made up some yards, and the play is now in the UOL half on the 10 metre line.
It's been a storied game that I feel. Alex Wilcoxon, number 15, picking that ball up at so many times and just driving, pushing his team 20 yards at the pitch at least.
Yeah, it really has been the story, they've just been pressuring. UOL have been, I feel like when UOL get into the De Montfort's half and they get into De Montfort's 22, they go fast, they go pick up, fast, out, and then pick up some more. And I don't feel like, if you followed that, but I feel like when De Montfort get into the UOL's half, sort of slow it down a bit more methodical about it, a bit more thought process goes into it.
Yeah, there's been another sub as well. Finley Wood coming on, number 9. Replacing Mason, who's had, he's struggled today, but no lack of effort at all. Coming off with a nice black eye.
It's all part of the game, really.
Definitely.
Yeah, now De Montfort have possession in UOL's half. They've kicked a cheeky little kick over the top, straight to Declan, number 14 for UOL, who's just run it. He's been fantastic this game. He's run it straight back at DMU, broken a few tackles, and pretty much back where they started. And the referee's called it up again. This game doesn't seem to have much flow about it. There seems to be a play, and then a referee call up, and then another play, and the referee call up. It doesn't seem to be much time between them. There's been about a minute and a half between each time the referee calls up something.
A few substitutes down here on the pitch, warming up for UOL. But it looks things are making wholesale changes.
Here we go. 5.
Harry Morris, Connor Shrive, James Crowson, Alex Bowles, Oliver Campbell and Tom Lawson all coming on.
Huge
add
substitution.
A bit of fresh legs.
Huge 5-man substitution there for UOL.
This is Demon FM. You're listening to our live coverage of the men's varsity, the last event in this varsity calendar. It's 34-0 to UOL. 20 minutes left of the game. In case you missed it, the DMU women's were also defeated earlier, 22-10 against a very good UOL side.
A very unlucky knock on there from number 14 for De Montfort.
It's quite an ambitious pass, that. Very ambitious.
Yeah, it was very ambitious, over the top, and he just couldn't quite get his hand to it. but the referee's called it back now because DMU did have an advantage, so they called it back for the advantage, and Dartford are now kicking for touch again, which hopefully would put us in contention for some score possibly. That's a great kick there.
Superb pick. This is it. This is where DMU need to capitalise now. Line out in the 5 metre line, on the 5 metre line of UOL. Get the forwards. I don't see this ball going out to the backs. Danny, do you?
Nah, I think when you got big ball carriers like your Ben Teagles, your Liam Brady's, your Eds, you know. But then again, looking at Henry Clement, 22 there, number 22. This ball comes out to him.
A good line-out catch there from DMU. They've put it in for a maul.
Brilliant maul.
Brilliant, that is. Hopefully driving to get some.
Get a point here.
Yeah. And a bit scrappy, but I think DMU are coming away with it. They are, and they're still driving on the 5 metre line.
That ball out wide, I believe.
Bring it out wide. I think we've got space. They've got space out wide here to get over the line. They've given it. Oh, I believe that was
a steal again.
Oh, I'm not sure about that one. It's gone to again number 11 UOL, turnover possession. I'm not sure what happened there, but it looked like it did look to me like a Dartford player had placed the ball on the try line, but straight away a UOL player had stolen straight away. So
I think maybe the UOL player got in just in time before the ball was grounded.
Yeah.
Maybe unfortunately we don't have the luxury of television match official here at Welford Road.
Yeah, it's a bit unfortunate, isn't it,
Yeah.
fellas?
However, there is television coverage, but it's not being live broadcasted. But if you would like to see this in real life, well, not in real life, but if you would like to visualise this and see it, it will be on the Demon TV YouTube channel shortly after the game today. Unfortunately, we did not have the rights to broadcast the visual aspects of it. But if you do want to see it, it will be on the Demon TV YouTube channel.
Oh, I'd like to show my nan and granddad and my mum. I think they're very proud of my voice, the voice of Yorkshire.
So there's they're lining up for a scrum now on the 22 metre line in the University of Leicester's half. Again, all this build-up play, all this attacking play seems to fizzle out, and not many points have come from this attacking play, really. But DMU do have the put into this scrum, and hopefully they may be able to get some points. That's
it's very unfortunate.
Very unfortunate that. Just a little. The scrum half tried to pick it up. Unfortunately, the ball got stuck on the leg, and he kept on going, and the ball got left behind.
Really good scrum as well, that from DMU.
Yeah, that was very
really
good scrum.
Unfortunate.
But UOL now have possession. They've had 3 phases, and they're now looking probably just have a few more phases and see what they can get out of it. They're shipping it out wide now, University of Leicester, looking for the wing. Great overhead pass there. Onto their winger, I believe, is Declan, who just keeps on going, you know.
Every time.
Very hard to stop him.
That right-hand side's been a massive problem.
But yeah, the referee's called it up again. Another knock on, a scrum down, and it's DMU's ball. So hopefully from this scrum they'll be able to clear away from our half and release some of the pressure that UOL have put on DMU. How long have we got left? We've got about 16 minutes left of the game. I mean, do you think DMU will just be looking for a bit of score?
Yeah, I just think, you know, just to try and lift these DMU fans here, you know. There's a lot of people that's come out to watch tonight, you know. It'd be nice for them to go up, you know, celebrate. Quite a jolly atmosphere from both sides tonight.
Yeah, that's right. There has been a jolly atmosphere. The crowd's been really enjoying it. They've been cheering and chanting along, and from the scrum, DMU have come away with a bit of a run on the outside. Number 14, DMU now has the ball on the floor.
Yeah, Luke Marnie did really well there.
Yeah, they've cleared over the ruck and running it in again, setting up another ruck. They're going through the phases at the moment. Yeah, so another ruck there. And Dmu-Uol came away with the ball, but the referee's blown up for some reason.
Here.
There's nothing. So the referee is just blown for a penalty there, really. The tensions are running high in this game quite a lot, but the referee's blown for a penalty. There's been a bit of a pause in play here.
Few handbags, fisticuffs. Don't think there's anything.
Nothing too serious.
I reckon it'll just be a conversation with both captains and
varsity tensions run high, and I'm sure at any university across the country, varsity tensions run high, and things happen.
Yeah, there's a lot of needle be forwards, in a scrum, and I think that's boiled over.
Yeah. Again, we would like to say you're listening to Demon FM. This is a live event, so we do apologise if any offensive language is said or heard through the radio. Unfortunately, we cannot avoid this because obviously it's a live event and we do have crowds around us. So I think the players are just getting a bit of a talking to now. I think this is both captains being pulled up here, and I think Dmu are going to have the penalty. They're going to have the kick. It's going to be a kick for touch, I believe. But yeah, what do you think is going through the players' heads at the moment? Any idea what's going through their heads?
I think they look, they look really, really defeated here. I think they really do. But there's been no lack of heart, no lack of desire, no lack of effort. I think there's just been a lot of quality shown from the
Yeah. And what do you think's going through the University of Leicester players' heads?
I think they know their home and host. But I think their main objective now, I think, just to make sure Dmu don't get any points, really.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose a bit of fatigue might be setting in. We've got just over 13 minutes to play, and and de Montfort just kicked for touch, and that is the line out is going to be halfway in between the 10-metre line and the 22. I said this before. Hopefully they'll be able to build up some pressure here, build up some attacking play, and possibly convert some points. Which would be nice, since the score at the moment is 30-40 University of Leicester and 0 to de Montfort University. But yeah, this game's
it's got a wee bit fiery here.
Yeah.
DMU's replacement scrum half had a little go. DMU's replacement scrum half Finley Wood had a little go at
bit of a mismatch. From where I was standing.
Dmu-Uol second row probably wasn't the smartest of ideas. There's a clear height advantage in favour of Dmu-Uol. That's a good scrum there from DMU.
Fortunately, Dmu-Uol have come away with the ball, but it's just been turned over from quite a poor kick, and so DMU now have possession, and they've shipped it out to the left. This going through the phases at the moment, really, doesn't seem to be much magical play from them. A bit of fatigue's probably set in. They just want safe hands. Great pass that was, though. Extremely level, but unfortunately it's been turned over in the ruck to University of Leicester. I mean, I think Declan has, the number 14 University of Leicester, Declan, has really quite outshone himself.
He's here again,
and yeah, he is. He's there again on the ball, taking on the outside.
Oh,
great offload to one of the substitutes. Come on, who's offloaded it again to another University of Leicester player, and they've made up probably about maybe 30 yards there. Shipping it out wide now to the right-hand side. They've been stopped on the de Montfort's 22-metre line, and the ball's gone into touch.
Yeah, very well defended there from DMU, but I think number 14, like we've said all game, every time that ball's gone down that right-hand side, really strong runner, really hard to take.
DMU had a wee bit of pressure there in the Dmu-Uol half. Do you think DMU have improved in the second half, or is it a case of Dmu-Uol have taken their foot off the gas a little bit?
Well, I think it's a bit of both, really. I think there's been signs, from DMU, that they are still fighting for some points, really. But then again, Dmu-Uol's made a lot of subs. A lot of them are going to get warm and got to get to temper the game, really.
Yes, that was a DMU line out, but it looks like University of Leicester has come away with the ball and have just scored another try. And I believe that was Declan, number 4. No, sorry, that wasn't Declan.
Replacement hooker, Harry Morris. I think maybe the DMU pillar guard defence around the fringes was a bit suspect and allowed Morris to pick and go through the middle.
Yeah, that's quite unfortunate there from DMU. UOL just had some space, had the right offload, had the right pass, and they've just gone straight through. A few scrapes of hands trying to tackle, but
yeah, I think
not much resistance really, and they've scored, and that's going to put the score.
I think there's a lot of tired legs out there. There's a lot of tired legs out there now. I really do think there's going to be gaps now. There's going to be a lot of gaps, as we've said most of this half.
So that's put the score to 39 for University of Leicester and 0 for DMU, with yet the conversion still yet to come. And they've changed kicker. It's number 23 now, who was converting for University of Leicester. Number 23, Tom Lawson.
A try for the University of Leicester. Scored by
Unfortunately,
Harry
I don't
Morris.
think that Tom Lawson
Makes the score
managed to
University
convert the
of Leicester
conversion.
39 to Montford University 0.
No, so that's quite unfortunate for University of Leicester. I mean, I don't suppose they really need the points at this minute, but you know.
With less than 9 minutes to go, Danny, do you see DMU getting on the scoreboard at this stage?
I'd like to say yes, but then again, you know, I think we are struggling. I think there is a lot of tired legs out there, like I've said before, but I think it's just a case of sticking to the task and just trying just to try and get one try.
Yeah, I think one try is a goal. It would be nice, yeah, like you said before, it'd be nice for the crowd, you know, get some scores on the doors. But UOL have just been, you've got to give it to them, they've been very strong, very organised.
Number 22, Oliver Campbell, he's come on and he's made a real impact, really.
For University of Leicester?
Yeah. He's done a really, really good job.
Yeah, they've got some very strong players, UOL, very strong runners, organised backs, and I don't want to say it, but I do feel they have been the better team today.
Yeah, I hate to say, but I'm going to have to agree with you. I think, you know, they made a lot of changes and they still look really, really strong.
Yeah, they brought on those 5 substitutes, those 5 fresh pairs of legs. DMU, they've been making substitutes, but just they've not made as many, I don't think. They've been doing them sort of drips throughout. And University of Leicester, they've just passed it out on the wing, and again I think that is Declan, number 14, has got through to score a try in the corner, scored a try in the corner.
Who else would it be, guys? Who else would it be?
I know that Declan, he's got quite a few to his name now, doesn't he, that Declan?
He does, but it was all about the offload and the build-up. There's a couple of offloads really put DMU under pressure, and once the ball got into his hands, I think there was only one outcome, to be honest.
Yeah, he's been a standout player. I picked him out in the first half as my standout player, and I think he has been a standout player throughout the whole game on both sides of the team. You know, man of the match, I reckon, him. But yeah, like I say, they've scored the try, so the points now stands at 44 to University of Leicester and still 0 for DMU. University of Leicester have got the conversion, but it is basically on the touchline, this positioning of the ball. It's on the 22-metre line and it's on the very far right-hand side touchline. So, I mean, I don't think this conversion will be very successful, but I may stand corrected.
Yes.
No, unfortunately, he's missed that conversion.
For University of Leicester is Dmu-Uol, and he makes the score for University of Leicester 44 to Montford University 0.
In case you didn't hear that lot, is correct. UOL 44, DMU nothing, with just over 5 minutes left to play in this match, and it looks like some of the Montford players are struggling here, fitness-wise. Player down the far-hand side of the pitch.
Referee's just gone over to see to it. But yeah, we've been talking before. I definitely think University of Leicester have been a stronger team. DMU came out strong at the start. There was a lot of pressure at the start, a lot of chances to get points, but they've just not managed to convert any chances into points for them.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's just really hard to watch, you know, when you've seen every little bit of effort these guys have put into every single training session, every single game this year. It's hard to watch them lose by this heavy amount.
Yeah, so the injured player is now back up and he's carrying on with the game. So there's been quite a lot of stoppage time, so it'll be interesting to see how long the last play goes on for. So yeah, Dmu-Uol now have possession after the Montfort kick to them. They're on their 22-metre line. They're great passing there going on, but they are still behind their 22-metre line. They've passed out to the wing. Winger's got a tough decision here to make.
Brilliantly covered by Luke Marnie.
Brilliantly covered there. Dragged the player out of bounds. On the 10-metre line. Still in the University of Leicester's half. And it's going to be a De Montfort line out. I feel like they've had about 10 line-outs on the 10-metre line from exactly the same place, because they always seem to be right in front of us having this line-out. But no, it will be interesting. Has there been any stand-up players in De Montfort's side where you think, wow, he's really stepped up his game?
Well, I think obviously Emery Clement's come on and made a big change. But like I've said before, there's been no lack of effort. There's been no obviously star players when you look at a result like this, but you know there's been some signs. I think you know this uni offside is very, very strong. It's really hard to break down, especially their backs, and especially the forwards as well. The forwards like in Rugby, every single bit of breakdown. You know we have really struggled.
Where does the side go from now?
I think with results like this, it lives with a lot of these players. I guarantee every one of these players will want to play next year. Every single one of these players they'll come back a lot stronger. I think last year we come close. I think this year's not really been a good season, but then again we know that. But then again next year, you know, we might have some fresh faces and whatever. But honestly, I think this will hurt people. But then again, I think that makes people stronger.
Puts fire in their belly, I suppose.
Definitely. Especially me. I'm sat here now. Obviously, I might not be as good as players on this pitch, but you know, I really want to get down there and I really want to play. So hopefully next year, you guys might be commentating on me, and hopefully we win.
You'll be making a break down that left wing there.
Oh, definitely.
Match winning try.
Yep.
Or are you more of a
that first 5 yards? No one faster.
Great hit there from a De Montfort player. Really put pressure on the University of Leicester there. They fumbled the ball and the ball was spilt backwards, and it went backwards about 10 metres, but Dmu-Uol still have retained possession, and yeah, the game seems to be sort of, I don't want to say fizzling out, but it's not got the pizzazz that it used to have in the early minutes. That's probably just from player fitness, you know. After you crack on with an 80-minute game, you're pretty tired towards the end of it. And I'm sure the boys on the pitch will be looking forward to you know, getting home, getting that shower and enjoying the night,
getting a few cans cracked open.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, but I'm proud of them. I honestly, I do feel like, you know, they've left everything out there, and I think it's just not been their game. It's just not been their day today.
No.
I really do.
But this is good play here though from them. You know, they're still keeping their heads in the game though.
44-0 down, you know, and they're still doing whatever it takes to try and get a point.
Yeah, unfortunately, University of Leicester still keep on breaking DMU's defensive line. They've passed it out to number 11 on the side, who is probably a really great winger. It's number 11. He's broken two tackles there. And again, Dmu-Uol have possession, passing it out wide. They're still making these big runs, these Dmu-Uol players, trying to get the offload there. He was looking for the offload, but he didn't quite make it. Sort of getting into a bit of a dead-end situation here. On this side of the field, I think that Dmu-Uol need to now ship it out to the other side, get some more space involved in the game. If you've just tuned in, you are listening to Dmu-Uol live coverage of the men's 2018 Varsity. And we must say that it is a live event. But that is the end of the event. That is the end of the game. So the final scores at the end of the game is 44 to University of Leicester and 0 to